Hey guys.
Welcome. We're here with Gavin.
One moment there as we fix the audio.
Fix the audio, set up the tripod. I should have done this first before hitting.
That's
go
all right
live.
though. We'd like to. This is how we work. It's how we work.
This is his first live. It's not mine, so I got no excuses. I don't even think this phone's gonna fit. Yeah.
There we go. I done my hair. How's yours?
I went to the he went to the hammam. I at least took a shower, so I'm like, okay, went to the hammam.
Yeah, I've literally just got back, so I'm feeling fresh.
Yeah.
I'm feeling fresh.
Yeah,
It's dusty.
fresh.
It's super dusty out there, so it's not going to take long before my ears and my eyes fill up with dust again. So
It's like washing the car. Why?
it's like washing the car, on a dusty day. Yeah.
It doesn't get done. So yeah, people were asking for a live stream from you for a while, and we're here. I believe the title is with traveling or nomadic family father, and we got that in common that
We have got that in common. I think it was probably what got us to hit it off so quickly, because I think it's the same for you. Like for us, spending as much time with our kids as we possibly can while they're at this age, while they're at this sort of young, impressionable age. And the more and more we do it, and the more years we stay on the road, sort of the less pull we have to go home, the more we feel confident within ourselves to just keep going. We homeschool both the boys ourselves. Funnily enough, Sarah's the one with the master's degree in human development and a teacher degree, but I actually do most of the teaching. So funnily enough, I do most of the teaching and actually really enjoy it. So sorry, just part of the wall just came down then.
She's supervising you with the teaching and everything.
She's supervising. She's generally in the next room, and like when I say the next room, we live in a camper van, so she's literally only normally a couple of meters away, and she'll sort of steer me in the right direction, So yeah, as lovely wives do,
Yeah, that's the job, right? Andrea says the man is the head of the house, but the woman is the neck.
Absolutely, that's right.
Sure,
You're getting pretty close, though. Like Roomy's getting pretty close to
school age, or
sort of preschool at least, eh?
Yeah. And everyone always asks, "What are you going to do with Roomy school?" And like, I want to homeschool, but I also don't want to be at home too much. So this world schooling thing is something I'm learning more about.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, it's not something we knew massively.
It's too much wind. Okay,
it's very windy.
Right, Thank you.
It's not something we knew anything massively about when we started, so it's not like we went into this as experts, but it's definitely something we learn more and more as we go. So
coffee delivery.
Thank you. Look at that.
Thank you.
Hi guys.
Mrs. Steiner.
I'm actually signed on downstairs and I could hear
You're
you
in
guys
the
talking
chat.
about me.
All right. Okay.
Careful what you say.
Yeah.
That's right. It looks cool. I'll come up with some questions in a second.
Okay. Yeah. Probably.
So it's definitely not something we went into as experts, but we learn more and more as we go. And the beauty of world schooling is your kids are learning just from your everyday life. Like learning to, like going to do the laundry, working out the change.
The first question is Kevin going to buy a camper van?
Is Kevin going to buy a camper van? I think actually the longer I stay here with Kevin, I think the more tempted he gets at buying a camper van. So watch the space. He's probably going to buy one.
Yeah, this is what... Maybe yours, maybe.
Well, maybe you guys could answer that. Should Kevin buy a camper van?
That's a good question. Take the poll.
Yeah.
Should I buy a camper van and travel around Morocco?
I must admit, I was. You suit the mold of I think you guys would suit a camper van really well. I think you guys would fit in really well, and it would mean you could cover Morocco extensively. Like I feel like we've covered Morocco extensively now, and we've world schooled all the way through. And it's an incredible place to world school and be here with your kids, because Moroccans in particular love kids. And we've had a huge amazing response from Morocco without being here with our kids. So yeah, I encourage it. I definitely encourage it. So.
That's what I wanted to ask you too is why did you come to Morocco? You've been how many countries with the kids? 20, 30, oh my.
Whoa.
You have to turn around the camera on one of these one time.
Why did we come to Morocco?
Yeah.
As a New Zealander, we hear very little about Morocco. So we've been traveling for 5 years now, and we got to the stage where we wanted to cover Europe. We hadn't done any of Europe with the kids, so we thought the best thing for us would be to cover Europe in a camper van. So we went through the process, bought a camper van, and then because of this whole Schengen thing, which is sort of a new thing to us, but we knew we had to be out of Europe every 90 days.
Yeah.
So Morocco became an option to travel to, and like I say, it's something, a place we didn't know a lot about when we first came down here. Had no idea it was so popular for camper vans.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
But once we crossed over, we were amazed and pretty quickly fell in love with Morocco, and hence the reason we're back again.
Within a year.
Within the year, we're back again, and we really enjoy Morocco. In fact, we get asked a lot about our travels with the kids. Oh, do you feel safe in all these countries? Do you feel safe in Morocco? And I actually get a lot of women ask me, how safe do you feel it is for a solo woman traveller?
I get that.
And I mean, we've never felt safer. We always feel 100% safe down here. So definitely no issues there. So.
If this is a request, Kevin tried to get Renault Master Van and build everything from zero. It will be nice to watch. I am not building anything from zero. I will break everything from one.
Well, I built most of the inside of our van.
That's impressive.
I
I
built
gotta
all
learn some things.
Yeah, so maybe we could team up again and we could do it together. Kevin and Gavin build a van.
Oh, jeez. That'd be a series maybe people will watch. I got a lot to learn about that, so...
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm experienced in much building.
Yeah, well, I was, I've sort of have been able to put my hand to most things in life. The toughest one I thought was going to be the biggest challenge was the world schooling.
Yeah.
And it's proved to be not only amazing, but it's actually proven to be definitely challenging. Like, it's definitely a challenging thing, but amazing. This is my
The product of the homeschooling.
This is what the product of the homeschooling. This is my youngest son Oscar and his little bear Pongo, his little
Welcome,
gorilla
Oscar.
Pongo.
A bear.
A bear. Sorry,
Bear.
it's an ape. Pongo. So.
Yes. Nice.
So yeah, Oscar's our youngest, and we left New Zealand when he was three, just over
almost
3.
Roomy's
So
age.
he's actually been travelling for longer than he's lived in New Zealand. Like, he's been a product of his environment for longer than he's been a New Zealander, in New Zealand. So
We call them the Kiwi boys, Roomy does, but they're more than Kiwis.
they are. They're global citizens.
Yeah, kind of like Roomy is,
Yeah.
she's got this diverse... I try to keep some culture of each place,
Yep.
I want to take her home for 4th of July in America. And
Yeah, well, it definitely
with
shows
that, but-
because something we noticed the other day is how incredibly how amazing she is with her hands, cutting up fruit and everything.
Yeah.
So
making the crumble the
so
other day.
she's actually downstairs as we speak making apple crumble. So, and this is my biggest son. This
I like the rotation.
This is Harry.
Hello, everybody. Hello, YouTube.
This is Harry. Harry was 5 when we left New Zealand.
Yes, and Oscar was 2.
No, he was 3.
Like 3.
So they are 22 months apart. And Harry's now 10. And
Traveling in a van for my life.
yeah. And so how was school? How do you like school?
I love it. It's really fun to do. Good and bad days. It depends. Sometimes Mum does the schooling. Well, it's mostly Dad.
Yeah.
Because Mum does all the blogs and writing and stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's really fun.
Yeah. So you like it? You prefer? Like, it's not like I tell you another question we often get asked is, did you have a really bad experience with a school or a particular teacher? And the answer to that is no. We've in fact Harry and Oscar have both had amazing teachers.
Shout out to Miss Roy.
Shout out to Miss
Right.
Roy.
I hope
yeah.
she's watching right now.
Yeah.
Subscribe
She
Mor
was
Acro,
amazing.
Miss Roy.
In fact, I've actually messaged Miss Roy on more than one occasion.
I was doing long
with-
division, and
some of
Dad
maths.
Yeah,
had
you need
to
some help.
call Miss Roy because Dad didn't know either how to do long division.
Well, no, it's not that I didn't know. It's just
You
like
just needed a restart, a
I needed
reboot.
we got into long division.
Yeah.
And for the first, it just stumped me for a second, so I had to quickly message Miss Roy. There's enough secrets.
Forget how this goes. Yeah. Throw
So-
me with some long division. I'd have to think for a moment too.
So as far as
Figured it
world
out.
schooling goes, Harry, what would be what's the most valuable thing you've learned? It can be anything. It can be surfing, skating,
Ooh,
anything.
I love my skateboard. I love skateboarding. It's always good exercise as well.
Yes,
If I don't feel like climbing up a hill every day, I can just jump on my board.
true.
That's always good.
So true. I think exercise is a massive part of our day, and I think,
It's doing good, Mum.
I don't think it's in enough people's lives. I think people need to do more. People need to get up and get the blood pumping, and we do. On average, when we're backpacking, we probably average 5 or 6 kilometres a day with our packs on.
What about that 14 kilometre, 7.5 one way, 7.5
Yeah.
the other, 15, sorry.
Bike ride they did in town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Tough
Video
Route.
coming soon, right?
Video
coming
No
soon.
spoiler alert.
Yeah, we didn't realise it was quite that far, but that was a big day, eh?
Yeah, that was a
And these
massive
guys,
day.
once again, they amaze me. They just smashed it. They just done it. No complaints. Just got into it. So yeah.
Yeah, pretty proud of myself.
Anyway, you can go
Not
now.
bad. Okay. Bye, YouTube. See you soon in the next video.
Thank you for joining.
Subscribe.
Thanks for joining. Yeah.
That's what's so nice though, is like, you could skateboard with the rhythms of
Yeah.
this day, he's still gonna get the work done, but it's not like we have recess at 1 o'clock and it's
That's
15
right.
minutes and there's no skateboards allowed,
Yeah, that's right. And I think it's really important because if you can see they're getting frustrated with something, you can just pause for a moment. And you can just go outside and just get some fresh air. He can just jump on his board and sort of burn off a bit of energy and then sort of, regroup and then come back to it, So I hope you do go down that path.
Cool.
I hope you do go down that path because, it's something that, like I said, we didn't come into it being experts, but I think it's something we're quite proud of now. So.
Did you know world schooling still?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple of questions, by the way.
How
Hey
to get
guys.
in here? I'll set this up.
There's a couple of questions, and I feel like mostly it was about the camper van. There's a few about the van for you. Where is Roomy?
Where's Roomy? Making crumble.
Test
Making
him
crumble.
about Darija.
Darija. How's your Darija coming?
Well, we know Matisha.
Oh, sorry. Mush.
Matisha.
Matisha.
Denjal.
Denjal.
Gura.
Gura, yeah.
What's Gura?
Like a gourd, like a
Gra.
Gura, yeah, sorry.
Okay, sorry, that's the
Yeah.
presentation. That's the one we were talking about.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, what was that?
So
What
we
was it,
only
olive?
really
Zaitu.
Yeah.
we can only really cook with 3 vegetables.
Yeah.
Like so we eat the same
How
thing
do you
every
say
day.
eggplant again?
I think it's denjar.
Denjal.
Denjar.
Dejana.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And we learnt the one for olive the other day, which
Zaitu.
Zeta, which I didn't know.
It's an important
And-
one.
Yeah,
One thing
that's
that
the one.
I found interesting was potato is very similar to the way that's said in the English. So I wondered, is a potato introduced?
Oh, of course.
So that's why it's such a similar name.
Batata.
Yeah, and there's something else that's very, very similar.
Freddie Mercury says hello
Food
Kiwis.
wise or
Food wise, vegetable wise.
dish wise?
And it's so close to the way you say it in English.
Well, pineapple, ananas is like pretty universal,
Right.
but
True.
I'm trying to think of what other one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Everyone's asking where is
Really
Roomy, Harry, the future YouTuber. Where's Andrea and Roomy?
They're making the apple crumble.
They're making apple crumble. Gonna have apple crumble.
Yeah.
And someone A few people have said hello, Aussies. Ooh, we need to address
Yeah,
this.
Oh, let's address that.
Okay, we've got to
Elephant
address
in the
that.
room.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
elephant in the room. So we are from New Zealand.
Yeah,
not
we're
from
Kiwis.
Australia.
We're Kiwis. And no, New Zealand is not an island off Australia. New
But
Zealand
it is on the other side. So New Zealand is not in the not in Europe. It is next to Australia. So
nothing
it's close. It's
against
in the
our
same
brothers from
region.
across the ditch.
Yeah,
but,
so they are the closest country we have.
yeah, they're the closest.
And that explains our accent. So the thing about New Zealand and Australian accent is that we pronounce the I and the E. So I keep hearing Gavin say Mazuga when we went to Mazuga, but it sounds like Mazuga.
Yeah.
But that's just our New Zealand accent. So
Yeah,
the vowels, the A, I, and E is things that are like
Yes.
tricky for New Zealanders. We naturally pronounce them differently.
Yes.
Someone was saying about the way that we say, I think, venin, like a delicious, a venin.
yeah.
But yeah, that's the vowels.
So, sorry.
That's what we're known for, our accent. So
So-
that's how you can tell that we're from New
So
Zealand.
sorry, to get back on topic, Sarah, what advice would you give Kev for going forward with like a world schooling program for Roomy?
Oh, it's awesome. And you've got heaps of time as well, I think. So I am actually a teacher.
I did.
I was actually a teacher. I am a teacher. And I really specialise in that age of transition, like between like 5 to 7 years old. So sort of like a junior school and the transition time. And I think the best piece of advice I say, in New Zealand, kids start school at 5 years old. And as a teacher, that's so early for kids to start like academic school. So even with both our kids, we didn't start them at school, which is quite like unusual. We started them later. We wanted them to like learn life skills and things like seeing Roomy peeling her egg and
I
doing
was
all that
just
kind of
saying
stuff
that, yeah.
is so important because
Those little fine motor skills.
yeah,
I
all of
like.
that.
She's been peeling eggs a long time.
Exactly.
Oh, see,
and it
that's
shows.
awesome. So yeah,
So she's already actually started.
Yeah.
Her world schooling
yeah, absolutely.
program's already
Yeah.
actually already started. So
Yeah, it's
without
really
even
cool.
knowing it, you've actually already started. You know,
It's been really cool, and it's awesome to see. It's been really nice seeing the boys with Roomy this week as well. Like they're
Yeah,
hanging
yeah,
out,
yeah.
doing
She
all
loves
kinds of
it.
things. It's so
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
and we've got some cool videos coming out from the souks, and yeah, just the kids enjoying. Yeah, just enjoying Morocco. I mean, like, I just look at them and think, man, you guys have no idea like how incredible it is to be here, and like just these kids like. They just exposed to so much. Yeah, thank you, Morocco. It's amazing.
Yeah,
thank
absolutely. Thank you, Morocco. eh?
There were some questions. Oh, hang on.
Are you ready for Ramadan food?
Are
and
we ready for
smells?
Ramadan? Is
Yes.
New Zealand the country of the haka? Everybody
Yes.
knows New Zealand 100% kiwi fruit.
Nice.
Your husband reminds me of Steve Irwin.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Gavin always takes that as a
Yeah,
compliment.
I love the guy. He's actually an Australian. He's an iconic Australian guy. Steve Irwin is
The crocodile
the
man.
best representation
Yeah.
of our side of the world I think he could possibly get. The guy's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
His life was taken way too soon, but an incredible guy, incredible stand-up bloke. He's what a lot of guys should aspire to. He's an amazing man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. A lot of time, and I'll take that every day of the week.
Someone now
Even though he's
said,
Aussie.
Crikey,
Even
mate,
if he's Aussie.
even if he's Aussie, exactly.
someone
Yeah.
said,
Surprising.
will you be fasting for Ramadan?
Yes.
Maybe.
Gavin
Maybe.
so enjoyed it
I
last
know,
time.
he
Really
so-
enjoyed it.
Yeah, we had an awesome experience last year for Ramadan here. We were here, I think, we weren't here for Eid, we were here for the first
Yeah.
3 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And we were really, really lucky to have met
Yes.
some amazing Moroccan families that
Yeah.
hosted us and really introduced us to it and showed us iftar and shared so much about it, and we learned heaps in that time.
We learned heaps. I tell you what I liked the most about Ramadan was the fact that how proud the Moroccans are of it, of doing it, and so that for me was enough to like give it a go. At first, the reason I didn't start when it started was I wasn't sure whether
Yeah, we
I wasn't sure whether I was like allowed to, or whether it was disrespectful for me to. So I asked a few questions, and everyone was like, "Yeah, absolutely, do it." So I think I did it for 7 days.
Yeah, Gavin did it for a whole week. We didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was our question at the start. Is it polite
okay
to
for
have
me
a
to
go,
do it.
and or is
Yeah.
is it better to have a go for a few days and
Yeah,
try
yeah,
it,
yeah.
or not try it at all?
And I didn't muck around about it. Like I
That's
was
a very
up
good
at
question.
4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I would have 2 boiled eggs, and that was me for the day. And the first day was hard. I got a bit sort of headachy, and I felt a bit sort of like, because I love my food, especially my Moroccan food.
Of course.
And I just waited for that last call to prayer at the end of the day, and we had some dates ready, and it was great. I loved it. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It was. I felt really good in myself. Like I felt, I felt good. So yeah.
Okay,
Steiner's.
maybe I'll try one more.
Yeah.
I
Now
did
the
one
pressure's,
day. I
the
did
pressure's
one day.
on. The
The
pressure's on now.
Gotta buy a van and fast.
Life goals.
Someone asked, Steiners, are you planning to visit Kenya? It's an amazing country. We would love to visit
Yes,
Kenya. Yeah,
we
it's
definitely will be.
definitely.
We definitely will be at some stage. Yeah, we will be.
We would love to. We would love to. We're enjoying Morocco right now, but yeah, the rest of
Is it
Africa
possible to
awaits.
take a van there?
It's difficult, but it's possible.
Okay.
It's difficult, but it's possible. We absolutely will be visiting Kenya at some stage. We do have a few things we need to do first. So
Guys, someone
stand
said,
by.
guys, you should
Yeah.
go to Middle Atlas. Beautiful small cities there.
Oh yeah.
Middle Atlas. I get confused sometimes after all this time which one is the Middle Atlas. It's above like Marrakesh, right? That's the middle. We have the
Yes.
Anti-Atlas.
the anti here,
Yeah.
then the
The
high is
Atlas.
like
Yes.
Imlil and
Yep.
Tukal, and then
Yep.
the Middle
Yeah.
Atlas is above that, right?
I don't know.
Ah.
We're counting on you there.
I
Is
think
he?
Middle
Is
Atlas
he right?
is
Right.
Which particular small cities are you thinking
Yeah, I
of
think
for
that's more like-
the Middle Atlas?
Azrael, Ephraim, kind of,
Okay.
and then you have the Rif in the north. But yeah, it doesn't make sense that the Middle Atlas would be on the top of the three
Yeah,
that's
Atlas
what
ranges,
that's.
but I think it is.
I would've thought it was in the middle.
You would think so. I think it's just like someone clarify our Atlas.
yeah.
Someone's written Ben Milal in Kenifra.
Beni Mulal Kenifra, yeah. So north
Yeah.
of Marrakesh.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Well done. Someone said, when was the first time you heard about Morocco? That's a good question.
Funnily enough, I'll go because this is a funny one. Well, I think it's quite funny. I always thought Morocco was an island.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because from being from New Zealand.
From New Zealand, I've got to say in New Zealand because it's
I know,
so.
right?
Okay, did you have to say that on the live now? Coming from New Zealand, we don't hear of Morocco
No,
because
we
it
don't.
is so far. So and like cost-wise to get from New Zealand to Morocco is literally thousands, and you would have to take about 4 flights or something. It's a very long way to come. So it's not a destination from New
Yeah.
Zealand.
I would hope through a lot of our YouTube videos and
Hopefully
a lot of our
now it is, yeah.
New Zealand's probably be, like Morocco's a lot more known now throughout New Zealand, I would say, just through what we share. Yeah, but yeah, that got me. I mean, I don't think I ever sat down and had a conversation about Morocco. But if someone had have asked me a bit like in my 20s, what's Morocco? Where's Morocco? I would have thought it was like a tropical island somewhere. So sorry, Morocco, but I actually had no idea.
So hopefully now, thousands of New Zealanders have also seen
Yeah.
Morocco videos.
Yeah.
And definitely, obviously, heaps in the States. So someone said trying fasting during Ramadan is good for health.
Yep.
Many don't know what Ramadan is about. You're fasting, you're experiencing what most people are going through. You have an example as Palestine that is experiencing a famine during months now.
Yes.
Very true.
Very true.
It's a whole lot of learning for us. So it's it feels like
Massive amount of learning. Yeah, and we still learn every day. Like we learn something new every time.
Someone just said, I like the pink top you got it from. Where did you get it from? I just got given this today.
Is
and
it-
then they said, I want to get it for my grandma's 100th birthday.
Ah, nice.
Is it him?
No,
Freddie
no, it's
Mercury?
not him. I don't think so.
Hey guys,
Okay.
we may be able to auction this t-shirt off.
I just got given this t-shirt today and it says Morocco. I
Yeah.
wore it especially for the video. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lisa Simpson.
Yeah.
I need a Bart Simpson t-shirt now, don't I?
Oh gosh, people are actually
You're
asking.
more a Homer guy.
Yeah.
People are actually asking if someone said I'm single with no kids. Do you think it's better to live a life with no kids if you want to live nomadic and free?
No, have
way.
kids. Have kids.
Hopefully that's what we're showing, that it's
Yeah.
absolutely possible.
Kids change everything.
Yeah.
You know, I growing up didn't want to have children. Well, I kind of got it into my head that I wasn't going to have kids. But they absolutely just change the way you think. They change the way you act. They change everything about
The
your
way
days.
you wake up in the morning.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like from that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Kids are amazing. Kids rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely easier if you have no kids, but is rewarding?
I don't reckon it's as rewarding,
Yeah,
and I feel
yeah.
like, especially here where the culture is very like family orientated and family first, it gives you like an instant connection with people, and so
Yeah.
often it is like the kids that make that connection.
Definitely. Yeah.
Someone said, have you tried Chebakia?
Oh yes, I love Chebakia.
Yeah.
Chebakia is the reason I had to loosen my belt.
Chebakia is so good. Someone's said, we don't know much about New Zealand, looking forward to showing us your culture and discovering your country
There you
more.
go. Yeah, see, a lot of
New
people
Zealand
don't know. A lot of people don't know anything about New Zealand because we're sort of tucked right around the other side of the globe, and we are just we feel so far removed. Like a lot of people that we talk to back at home have no idea where we are, what we're doing, because we are so far removed from everything. You know, so. I know a lot of people from America, you ask them about New Zealand, they've got no idea where New Zealand is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are just this tiny little place across the other side of the world, you know.
Someone said, both families are lovely, I adore you. Thank
Thank
you
you
very
very
much.
much.
That's
Thank
very
you,
nice.
yeah.
Kids give meaning to the rest of your life.
Yep.
Greetings to you, good people. Welcome to your second country, Morocco. It's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to go down and check on
Crumble.
the Crumble and see what the kids are up
Usually
to.
I know, like, when you smell it, okay, it's time to come down. You know.
And where is Andreas? So I
Where is
showed them
Andrea?
my-
Send her up here.
Yeah,
She's
so
always
I'll
shy.
go and, do
She's
you want this, or are you happy?
And I
talking
think
there?
everyone wants to see Roomy as well.
Okay, keep talking. guys.
See if
I'll
we
go
can bring Roomy up there.
Yeah.
The roommates, homeschooling roommates. So what I do is like, what should a 3-year-old learn or know how to do or something?
Yeah.
And then I try with that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, that's good.
a really good one we were trying is like sign language. The
Nice.
letters, I'm teaching her that.
Nice.
And it's really funny to watch because she
Yeah.
doesn't have the coordination
Yeah.
of the fingers, so it's like,
Did you know that sign language is actually one of New Zealand's 3 languages?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I only learned that 10 odd years ago, that sign language is actually one of our official languages of New Zealand. So we have New Zealand Māori, English, and sign language. So
I did not know that.
there you go.
So, okay, we're teaching Roomy official language, 2 official
Yeah.
languages of New Zealand.
I think it's amazing. We were listening to Roomy the other day, switch. She was speaking Slovenian. Is that how you say it? It's called Slovenian?
Slovene,
Yeah.
Slovenian.
Yeah.
Which
And she
one
was
was it?
changing from that to English. I thought it was amazing. I thought it's, and that's definitely a product of the environment that you bring her up in. You know,
Yeah.
like teaching her those things. So that's amazing.
She's already got the 2 languages pretty good. Like
Yeah,
she's-
yeah.
And knows when to use which one.
Yeah, that's great. We don't have a lot of encouragement in New Zealand to learn another language. We have our official, like we had English and New Zealand Māori, but nowhere in the rest of the world speaks Māori, so it's quite difficult.
It's like Slovene. Is it
ah.
Slovene or Slovenian?
I don't know, Slovenian?
Potato,
Slovenian?
potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like there's only 2 million Slovenians, so
Yeah, right. Oh, there's only 5 million New Zealanders.
okay.
Yeah, so
It's got a lot in common. the two.
yeah. And everybody, here's Roomy
Oh my god.
and Andrea, of course.
Okay, we couldn't come up without one of the boys, even though
Hey,
Come on, Ski.
hey, hey. B.
Here's Oscar again.
C.
Oscar. Batman.
The whole family.
yes. So we just popped the crumble in the oven.
Okay,
Yeah.
just went in now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Nice.
it's gonna be a while. I didn't smell anything.
I may say I tasted a little bit
So
of it.
what made Kevin? What made you up and come over here? What made you travel?
I looked best places to learn to surf.
Right.
It's kind of a turning point in my life. I was
Okay.
27 and I found Morocco. And I was like, okay, I knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
I've heard of Morocco, but again, I don't think I thought it was an island. But
Right.
I don't know if I quite knew where it was.
Yeah, she wants to go downstairs.
And so
Sorry, guys.
how long have you been coming to Morocco then?
Since 2017.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, long time. Just the winter she was born, we didn't come here, but every
Yes.
other winter I've been coming in.
Wow. And how long since you've been home?
We were in USA last July.
Okay.
So, what
Yeah.
is now? March?
Yeah.
8 months. Not too
Wow,
much. We'll
okay.
go back another 2 months or so. and
Yeah. And do you ever feel the draw to move back?
USA, not so much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want Roomy to go to school there, is what I said. I was
Yeah, right.
substitute teacher that winter Roomy was born.
Yeah.
I went back to my high school, and it was like, I came home with the biggest headache at lunch.
Oh, really?
I just said, Roomy will never go to that school. Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it changed. There's no
Wow.
respect from the kids. Like, they just did whatever they wanted, and,
Wow.
no consequences or anything.
Yeah.
And
I think that's I think
so I
that's
was just like, okay, no.
yeah, I think it's across the board because you see it so much now. There's not much respect. Like we grew up with massive respect for our elders, and we got taught respect. That was one of the first things you learn I think yeah. So I think it is a bit of a shame that the world goes that way, and I feel like kids these days have this sense of entitlement.
Hmm.
And I don't think anybody's entitled to anything. I think you've got to earn, and that's what I was taught. You earn respect, and you start from the bottom and work your way up. There's a pecking order, and there doesn't appear to be a pecking order anymore.
No. The kids are running the show, As a gym teacher sub, like for physical education, it was dystopian, They just had to
Really?
move. They could throw a ball, kick a ball, lift weights, stationary bikes. And they're on the stationary bikes with their iPad. They're just sitting on the
Oh,
stationary
no.
bikes. Like, you could have the iPad, but just pedal,
Yeah, yeah.
Get like one leg going,
Oh no!
5 times around, stop.
Oh wow! Yeah, I mean, so the natural step for you then is to world school.
World school. It's
Yeah.
the only way.
Yeah. New Zealand has an amazing curriculum that we follow. So we have textbooks sent over which sort of assist us with the maths
Yeah.
and the reading. With the reading's actually easy because our boys love to read.
Yeah.
And in fact, so much so that we've built a library shelf in the van.
I saw it,
Yeah, and also the boys read from a Kindle. So I know that when we go places now, boys are reading off a Kindle. People probably think they're on an iPad, but they're
Yeah.
not. They're actually reading,
Yeah.
and they love to read. They read books. Yeah, they're crazy about reading. So that for us, that's amazing. I love that. So yeah, biggest encouragement, encourage them to read, and the maths and all that comes with even getting changed. Like we were just down the shop just 10 minutes ago, buying stuff with Harry, and I'll just give the money to him and get him to work it out.
Yeah.
And he can sit there and work it out in his head, and he'll tell me how much change that we're going to get back, and he's pretty good. Like he works it out. So it's you're world schooling without even knowing you're world schooling. And sometimes even just the basic things like getting the van ready, check the oil, check the water, check the tires, and getting the van set up on ramps and all that. I get them to help me with all that as well. Filling the water up and all that sort of necessary stuff in life that you've got to do. It's life. You have to do it. If you don't fill the water tanks up, we don't got water. So
Hey, I came to ask if anyone's seen our video that went on Wavo 2 it's called.
oh yes.
And Kafra.
Yes.
Something else.
Huevo 2 and Tafra
And
like
Kafra
24 or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you could ask if anyone's seen it, they can, if they want to tag us in it or something.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
'cause
please do tag us in it.
it
We've
has had nearly, I think it says 600,000 views.
600,000 views. And what's it called? Wavo.
Huevo or Tafra 24 or something.
Yeah,
like,
so
you know.
one of our videos got shared on a channel, which is great. I actually just walked into a shop just down the road, and the young guy behind the counter said to me, I think I've seen your video on, and so that was one of the videos. So if you are on there, tag us in it, so we can get some more followers and show you guys more of what we think of Morocco, which is we have a pretty high opinion of Morocco. So
Yeah.
you know,
And you guys are informed on it. You've been here a long time. You've traveled around. You
Yeah.
know, it's not just
yeah.
one place or
It's-
one person or.
Yeah, and it changes through. Like you've done a fair bit of travel through Morocco as well now, and you must see the changes from town to town. Like when you're going through, the food stays the same. You think?
There's some variations. There's
Yeah.
some like peculiarities at some place, some specialties, and
Yeah, right.
there are some staples, some universal kind of items, but
Yeah.
there's some really like special sausages. If you go out really far east, like Usha and Taza, like I've seen these sausages. I will never see them here in Agadir, but they're
Right.
just different food cultures too. The way they make tagines will be different.
Nice.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
There is differences. Even the breads are different.
Really?
It's not just this one. You'll see. If
Yeah,
you start
yeah.
to pay attention, you'll see. This bread is actually different. So.
Yeah, I was amazed with the Friday, the tradition of having couscous.
Yeah.
Now, we've been invited a few times, and we've been and had couscous Friday with a few families now, and I love the idea of sharing food, and I actually had a comment just this morning that I was reading, which is a little bit. It's a little bit upsetting. Like somebody said,
Upsetting comments. You don't get it, man.
Somebody said to us, Morocco's a very hospitable. Would it be like that in your? I bet it's not like that in your country or something like that. It absolutely. And I messaged straight back and I said, please tell me the next time you go to New Zealand, let me know, because I will make sure my family's there waiting for you. You'll absolutely be well. I can't say that we would be as welcoming as Morocco, because Morocco was pretty outstanding. But I would hope so. We always say to ourselves, we would always hope that you would be just as welcome in New Zealand as you would be we are in Morocco. So, hey Harry.
I saw somebody wrote in the chat comment, where is Harlan? So, I'm back.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back.
So Harry's got his football shirt. Where Manchester,
Yes, Manchester City.
and it's a Harlan, and so we walk through the
Everyone
souks and that.
calls me Harlan
So,
because I have
yeah.
long hair.
So he gets called Harlan a lot, don't
Yes.
you? Yeah. Harry's a big fan of soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Harry will often play with the groups of young boys that we meet on the street. Actually, one of the best games Harry ever had was outside the big mosque in Casablanca.
In Casablanca, yes, and I
Yeah,
played
good
until
match.
like 9
Yeah.
o'clock or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it was great.
Cool.
And all these kids were, there was like sort of 10 or 15 kids out there playing.
Look how many people are writing hi Harlan.
Hi,
Hi,
Harlan.
Helen. You look like him, they say.
Yeah, look, it's Jamal
Oh, that's
wrote,
right.
hello
Super
Harlan.
Harry Holland is coming to Real Madrid.
Wow.
Hi, Holland.
We had dinner with an amazing young guy, Jamal, actually just a few weeks ago.
Made tea.
Made
Best
tea.
tea I ever had.
Best tea we've ever had. Jamal, if you're watching, thank you. We actually replicated your tea in the teapot that you gifted to Harry.
Yes,
The little black
yesterday here.
Yeah. So that was amazing, and that's just another amazing act of kindness, just through, like just being friendly, I guess, and just putting yourself out there. It's amazing the amount of people that approach us and just say hello, and we always try and give them the time. If you do see us, come and say hi, because we'd always love to give you our time and say
The
hello.
Moroccan people have amazing hospitality.
They do. They absolutely do, and it blows me away every time. You know,
And yes,
like,
I am Harlan Jr. I'm gonna go back downstairs.
Okay.
Bye YouTube again. I'll probably pop back up sometime.
Yeah, when he comes, the viewers go up. You
Do
know,
they?
now they go down.
True.
They come for Holland. So
And, yeah, carry on. Yeah.
one more thing, we should have surprised you today with like chicken bastilla. That would have been a nice surprise for you today, but we
Yeah.
need a little more time to coordinate that. But we will have to try that one of these times.
Well, we're actually thinking we might extend our time in Morocco,
Okay.
so there might just be.
Time.
So we might double back and come back here. We
Okay.
actually were just talking about it today, so we might come back this way. So there's always a possibility we could do something.
I want to take you to my favorite spot in town here too, the little Masemin place.
Oh, nice.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you've been there, but I think you would enjoy it.
Nice.
One of the times.
Nice. The coast here is incredible. The coast here is amazing, and we've had, beautiful days. It's extremely windy today, but we've had the best weather in Morocco. Like it's amazing. The one thing it is a little bit hard to get used to is trying to sleep in a little bit in the mornings because it's so dark in the mornings.
Yeah.
So we've had to kind of retrain ourselves to sleep until sort of 8 o'clock before we're up and about.
Just
So-
stay up later. I think that's the key. Is Moroccans
Yeah.
stay up late, and then there is no morning.
Yeah, true.
Especially during Ramadan, like
Yeah.
we were there in Rabat in
Yes.
Ramadan, and like we'd wake up in the morning, go out, just deserted.
You just deserted.
yeah. And then-
Yeah, that was definitely something to get used to last year. Ramadan just kind of sort of snuck up on us last year. We weren't sure. We kind of knew little about it, so we didn't realise how serious people took it. And that's what I think impressed me the most, like I said before. It's just how serious people take it. And actually somebody said to us, is it worth visiting Morocco during Ramadan?
Good question.
Good question. I reckon absolutely. I don't think it affects your day-to-day life that much, does it? It certainly didn't affect ours.
Depends where you are and where you're going, I would say.
Yeah,
Here in Tamrat, it's pretty business as usual. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of tourists.
yeah,
In Rabat, everything was shut. You know,
yeah.
if you wanted a coffee, where in Rabat you wouldn't find anything. In Tamrat, you'd find many
Right.
coffees. For example, Marrakesh was great during Ramadan. It was like very quiet.
Yeah,
All the
yeah,
people are really like pushing. Usually, we're just kind of
yeah.
relaxed. And I
Yes.
really enjoyed Marrakesh during Ramadan. It was really good.
I actually had to wake up a couple of shop owners when I walked in because I wanted to buy something. I
Yeah.
felt really bad waking them up, but I had to say, "Oh, excuse me," like,
Yeah.
and just to give them to pay them for what I was buying. And they sort of woke up and they were having a little snooze because I guess the energy levels would be low. You know,
Yeah. And you're up all night too. Like,
yes,
you know.
you're up all night, so it's yeah. So that was a
It's a good question. It is definitely different, and depending on where you're going and what you're doing, you will have a
different experience.
yeah. But it's a beautiful thing to see to
Yeah.
travel during Ramadan.
Yeah, it's a massive gathering of people. That nighttime
People spilling out of the mosques,
oh.
like into the street.
and so many people, and we just get spoken to lots. You know, like the men on their way home from the mosque, so interested to talk to us. So pretty
my-
impressed.
My favorite time is to walk around right before sunset and just smell each house. It's the best.
Oh,
It's
you're
just
right.
the best
That
smells.
iftar, yeah.
Yes, like because everyone is cooking then, and everyone's doing something a little different, and
Yeah,
I love to
yeah.
walk around right before sunset. And
Nice.
Tamrat just like smelling around. It's great.
Oh, nice.
All right, what do we say? We head downstairs, get some crumble.
We've got some crumble downstairs. I can't smell it yet, but the wind might have something. to do with
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna.
We'll put up a picture of the crumble, won't we?
Yeah, we'll post afterwards. Here's some crumble.
Yeah.
Proof it's there. Just to show you what we've been dealing with here, we got some wind and it's blowing all the mats, so if you hear
Yeah.
some noises, it's just a little windy here.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
normal. But
It is normal, yeah.
thank you a lot for coming on, bringing your lovely family
You're
on
welcome.
the
You're
show
welcome.
today. It
Thank you
was
for
a
having us.
Nice little chat about world schooling and van life in Morocco.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to
and Ramadan coming up.
Yeah, and I look forward to your upcoming years with Roomy and
Yeah.
the path you guys take. I'm sure you'll gain more and more confidence on your way through it, and you know, do amazing with it. So
And I am excited to see how Oscar and Harry navigate their
yeah,
going into the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
You know, when it's time to leave the nest, which way do they go?
I know, because I know a lot of people say, "Oh, well, that's years away," but I mean, to us, it just feels like yesterday that they were just little babies,
Yeah.
and now, I mean, Harry's 10 years old. 10 years old going on 19 sometimes. And Oscar's not far behind.
No, it's,
You know, so it's, yeah, you know, they will one day be off doing their own thing, you know, so we're just trying to give them the best tools in life that we can, trying to create decent human beings, teach them that to respect everybody, no matter what religion you are, no matter what colour you are, no matter where you're from, it doesn't matter. Like, we're all just here trying to do the same thing. We're all just trying to make the best out of life and just have the best life we can. No one's better than anybody else. We're all just human beings, you know, so I think the more we can sort of retrain somewhere along the line, human beings have gone off track a little bit. I feel like this next generation could be the changing point and could be the turning point, and sort of bringing it back into line again, and hopefully, you know, because there's you know, life's a pretty amazing thing. You know, we've all got opportunities to grab, and our kids are the future. So just trying to give them the best tools we can to take on life. So,
Alhamdulillah.
alhamdulillah.
Thanks be to God.
Yeah.
All right. Crumble time.
Yes, crumble time. Thank you
are
guys.
great. Thank you. And see the videos that we are going to have coming up. There'll
Absolutely.
be some soak and
Absolutely.
tagine, promise. All right. See you.
Yeah.